What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jewel, back here with another Diablo 4 video, and today we need to talk about the future of Diablo and what's going on in the Diablo space. If you're on Twitter, you'll see these cryptic posts from Woody Joe, Lucky Luciano, and DatMods, who are all content creators in the Diablo 4 space, and all three of them, not at the same time, but very recently, have said that there are some big changes coming in Diablo 4. What are those changes? Well, we don't have any idea. All we can do is speculate. But you can see from right here in the screenshot, I kind of just took a screenshot of their tweets. It first started with Lucky Luciano on July 11th. And he, basically just got off of the call with Diablo team. Upcoming changes coming to Diablo 4. Keep an eye out because they've been cooking and they have a lot planned. And then Woody Joe, the next day, also had similar sentiments, saying last night some people, including myself, got a glimpse of Diablo 4's future. Take all that stuff I have been complaining about for the last 1.5 years and imagine how I actually felt heard. So this is very interesting. And then, of course, the reason that I wanted to make this video is because now DatMod is coming out with a tweet today saying that today being, what is today? Today is the 17th of July. And he said he got off a call with the D4 developers. Wants to talk about the future of the game, but he can't talk about it. Anyways, the future looks promising. So, what does this all mean? Well, I don't really know, but I can tell you I've heard Woody Joe say a lot. One of the things he said that the pit needs drastic improvements. He said uniques are mostly useless, and they need to do a better job with those. And also he's talked about how they need to just make the game more viable for people that are obviously blasting the game for long periods of time, because right now it's just not viable if you want to blast this game. And also the tweet here from Lucky Luciano I think is pretty promising, because generally speaking Woody Joe and DatMods are pretty positive when it comes to Diablo 4. They're pretty positive dudes, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're usually way more optimistic. But I remember at one point, I don't remember what season it was, but Lucky Luciano actually quit one of the seasons. He didn't quit, but he skipped the season and was like, "Hi, I'm gonna go play Path of Exile 2. I'm not playing this season." I think it was season 7 actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, he was like, "Yeah, this season just doesn't look any different to me. So I'm gonna skip this season. I'm gonna go play PoE 2." So the fact that he is coming out and saying this and saying that they're cooking and things are there's a lot planned, I think that's huge in my opinion. But Woody Joe and DatMod's generally pretty positive dudes, so it's pretty hard for them to say something negative about the game. But Woody Joe has been pretty vocal about his disdain for the game. Not that he dislikes it, because he's obviously still playing it. The only creator that I haven't seen anything from, and I'll have to double check in case I missed it. Let me double check right now. I just want to see. I don't think Rax has said anything about the new season. No, he has not. In fact, he has not tweeted anything since April. So I don't know if his brother stopped running his Twitter account or what. But I digress. It seems like we've got some big changes coming. Now, when are these changes coming? So we can talk about that real quick. I'm just gonna paste that bad boy. You can kind of get an idea here of what we got going on. So we got Jan through April, which was season 7, April through July. Well, now we're on season 9, right? So that's Sins of the Herodrim. And then the next season, which is going to be in September, is called the Season of Infernal Chaos. And this will be Chaos Powers, Quests and Reputation Board, Infernal Hordes. You can read the thing. Honorable Pet, new IP collab. Who knows what that's going to be? Who really cares, right? Nobody cares. But anyway, 2026 is the new expansion, new ranking system, and they're finally adding leaderboards to the game, which if you're into that, good for you. That's awesome. But it's really looking like we're not going to see these massive changes coming to the game until the next expansion. And I would assume that this next expansion is probably not going to come until the end of season, what are we on? We're on 9. So the end of season 10. So I don't know. I could be off here, but I'm going to say that maybe we'll get the expansion right after Christmas. That's hopeful. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be like March or April. But last season historically ended at the end of January. Or the beginning of the year was Jan through April. And it was witchcraft. So There's a possibility the next expansion comes Jan through April next year in 2026, but who knows, right? I don't know. I don't work at Blizzard, so I don't know. But all of these things that they could be changing, adding leaderboards, hopefully revamping crafting a little bit, tempering and masterworking, because all that just doesn't feel good. Adding a little bit of agency to the game to let you play the game that you want to play. For example, instead of just grinding the pit all day, you get like sigils that boost your XP for temporarily, or things like that, right? Who knows? I don't know what they're going to be adding to the game. Very curious. God knows the game desperately needs some love because PoE2 and Last Epoch are just out here slaying and just leaving them in the dust, if I'm being completely honest. But it doesn't mean the game is bad, and it. But anyways, these are some very promising tweets for some very big creators. So I'm very curious, like how this is going to pan out. I don't know, from here, but otherwise, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for me. I don't really have any thoughts. I have some ideas, but I can only speculate, just like everybody else. So I'm not really gonna go into that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, feel free to like and subscribe. You're not required to, but it does help out the channel a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.